Guys, good morning. It's morning for me. I've got my coffee here in my special coffee cup that my friend bought for me. It says Daddy's Sippy Cup on it. He must think he's funny. But you know what? I use it every morning. So whatever. So I was deciding what game we were going to watch together and what I don't know, just what I was in the mood for. And I was initially thinking a game from the Hermosa Beach Open from last year. Miles Partain makes an appearance in this game against some other really incredible opponents. It was a really great game. I already watched it through. I like to usually watch things through beforehand just so I know, generally speaking, what I'm excited to cover. But then I remembered somebody told me I need to watch a game with the Swedes. And so I just looked up some highlights and I got 2 minutes in and I decided, you know what? We're going to watch this. Because, well, need I even explain the talent that is the Swedish team? I need to change my audio settings here. One moment.
3 straight gold medals. They've won 7 in their last 9
tries.
And you mentioned it was the blocking of Andre Loyola.
So, I really wish I knew more about everybody in this match, but honestly, I don't. But I'm here for the volleyball.
Orange tops getting things underway. Sweden in the blue tops. Tempo to Åhman, and then a nice fast line there.
Yeah, that's an interesting shot because it's not necessarily a hit. Looks like he more rolls it, but his technique is interesting.
In the blue tops. Tempo to Åhman.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna turn my volume down here just a hair.
And then a nice fast line there. George barely getting a hand on it.
Just to get a touch, but not quite good enough.
First serve.
It's a high float.
George, good pass. And massive.
That's a big block, but that's just a bigger swing
Out
from
the gates for George Wanderlei.
Brazil. Is that Brazil? I'm assuming it is.
The jump serve here from Andre. Good pass from Jonathan.
Oh, what a pickup. Oh, he can't chase it.
Of George Wanderlei.
It's a nice swing. Still, like, again, another big block from opposing team, but just a bigger swing.
Jump serve from Wanderlei deep. To David Åhman.
Onto. Wow, he actually reads it, gets it up with no block.
George in transition.
And a
trying to go down
huge
the line.
block.
How about that move outside the body for Jonathan Hellvig?
The timing on this guy's block is nuts. I've seen this in some of the clips. I'm always impressed with like how impeccable his timing is with the block.
Jump serve from George.
Outside his body, what a pass. Back set.
Jump set and a detonation. The circus is here.
How does he even get there in time? What the heck? Okay, I'm tracking this man right here. Let's see.
Jump serve from
So he passes outside his body. He is literally over, like, on his line, basically.
George back.
Last second, like, twitches over. I guess just, they must have some call for this or have done this a million times in practice.
To Åhman.
Back set with tempo, by the way. Meaning, the amount of trust you have to have with your partner to do something like this, to know exactly where the set is going to end up and be in the air before it's even reached its destination. That's like some indoor level setting and like trust. We don't usually do that on the beach because like there's a lot of conditions that go into setting and hitting, like wind, etc. I can't imagine can you imagine the practice for these two? Like just going and watching their practice has got to be more entertaining than most games of volleyball. I guarantee you they just do this like a million times. Just
detonation. The circus is here.
You just have to know, you have to accept the fact when you're playing Sweden that you're gonna look silly sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just
no joke.
Out here on the beach. Oh, off the arms of George and
it goes all the way back using the chase. Yeah.
Down.
Another side note here, I want to quickly shout out like whoever's announcing this game.
Whirling dervish.
I really like this style of announcing.
Celebration here for
Like,
Sweden.
I don't know. This is no shade towards the AVP or any of the announcers on the AVP. Maybe it's more of like an American thing. Not sure. But like I feel like there's just a lot of talking. Generally speaking, and oftentimes about things that aren't necessarily related to the game. Just my honest review as like somebody who consumes volleyball games. Something I think about quite often. But like even here, like we're in serve receive, they're about to serve. It's almost like a tennis match. Like treating it with that energy of just being quiet until the point starts. I just really like this type of this way of commentating on the game. Feels a bit more serious and kind of pays respect to like the skill level of everybody on the court. Huge serve. What a serve, but what a pass. And on two, he almost gets the soft block on that. You guys see that? Almost back to his partner. It's so tough. Like, how are you supposed to read and know? I don't know. But even at the highest level, it's like you're just going to look stupid sometimes. Pass outside his body. Pokey over. What goes wrong on the defense here? Because, like, in theory, that's not like a...
Excellent work from Sweden.
It's not like he slams the ball. I don't know. Let's look at the defense here. I don't know. Like, I can't obviously speak for what these players are thinking.
For the...
You know what it probably is? It looks like he is just committing to blocking angle on the two ball here. And just because that must have been the call. And now his partner isn't going towards the line. And so when it just gets poked like this, nobody's there. I think, but this, again, it's a testament to how challenging this whole two-ball game can be. Is like, look at how athletic he is. It's not even close. This isn't even a joust. Like, he's not touching the ball. But it's like you feel like you have to block because he so often is just jumping and slamming on two. Yeah, it's nasty.
Here, the lefty knuckle poke. What creativity here from Hellvig.
Yeah.
Last time he went into the angle, George going angle, Andre going angle. Good mix-up.
Oh, that serve just died. A little bit of trouble.
Get it up, though. What a shot. What a cut shot. Back bump set to the angle.
It's cleaned up, though, from David on for Andre. And a routine dig.
Do you guys know how hard it is to do this? Like, I don't know. Maybe people who don't watch volleyball, if they see this, maybe they don't, like, fully appreciate it.
Good mix-up.
But
oh, that serve just died. A little bit of trouble here.
This ability here to get this ball up, quickly jump up out of the sand, trusting the set, but really, as a righty, this move of like, when you have to send the ball to the right, you're supposed to hit the ball on the left side. For a righty, that's really challenging. You kind of have to have this like crazy range of motion in your arm and contort it over. And like, in theory, for most people, when they swing like that, guaranteed, even like some really skilled volleyball players, they lose a lot of power on their swing. And so his ability to like still maintain so much pace on the ball to where like it's in the court and this guy here just has no chance of touching it. It's incredible.
Up though from David Åhman there.
It's amazing.
Back Andre's way. Stay on George.
It's outside his body. What a great pass though.
George from off the net. And
wow, he gets that up.
Is Åhman. Can he put this one away? He finds the block.
Yeah, that was a good try. It looks like it was kind of like a trap set there, unfortunately. But what an up.
All tied up, 13 apiece.
What if these guys have played indoor?
Serve, maybe jump set here. And a little joust at the net.
Yeah, he gets there. That was like a jump set to the pin. You guys see that? It was pushing all the way out.
Deep serve.
But again, it's like they must practice this a million times because he just knows. Because I think like this is why I ask if they play indoor. Just this like level of trust they have with their setter. I feel like you never see in beach. Because here, guaranteed, any American team right now, when they pass outside like this, so in this case, it's David, right? David is moving outside here. Because he just knows the ball is going to end up here. He just knows. Because they're just on that level. Guaranteed, most players, but especially most American players, I think the way that we play, even in the AVP, is if you're here and you pass it kind of outside and your setter is here, You now are going to try and fix your approach. So you're either going to kick in a little bit and then go attack, or you're going to go and then do a little route like we often see Taylor Crabb do, right, to the net. Just like to play it safe, basically. But again, it's like this is... I would love to see more of this in volleyball. This like practicing, this like trust in the play and in the call and in the set instead of just, you know, doing what is technically correct.
Here. And a little joust at the
That's what
net.
makes them so unpredictable, I feel like. Float down the middle.
George going behind
Back set.
here. Nice set from Andre. Nice
What an
flipper
up.
dig from David. And a chicken wing
Oh, he
from
almost gets the
George.
chicken
Too
wing.
hot, it goes out of
So
bounds.
close.
George, another short serve.
Gets it
A
up.
bit of trouble. Open net.
And the block is
David
lost.
on, and George. And a chicken wing from George, but it's too hot. It goes out of bounds.
Oh, man, this is so tough. Watch the blocker here.
George, another short serve.
Oh. Oh, man. That sucks. Look at how high he is. What the heck? His knees are...
A little bit of trouble. Open net.
What a swing. How does he get so much torque on that swing? I do not understand.
George, another short
It's amazing.
serve. $16.50 down the middle. Andre Loyola.
Big set to the middle, off the block.
High swing off the hands of
Super
Jonathan
high
Hellvig.
set.
He is one.
Jumpy.
Little snap there from Andre, and then the option. Andre just trying to get a hand on it.
Yeah, he's really
If it's
close there. Maybe a
one-on-one
little
opportunity,
late.
they're gonna take
Really
it.
close. Okay, so the serving left. Oh, he doesn't listen.
Staying on Andre.
Line block.
Andre trying to go short line, but the sword.
What the
Staying
heck?
on Andre. And Andre trying to go short
That's
line.
crazy. This guy is like, first of all, taller than the guy who's blocking, I feel like, right? He's got to be like 6'7".
Shot down.
At least. Maybe 6'8". And he goes for a pokey high line at that height. That's crazy. And then the blocker still gets up there and just shuts him down.
Step close, because this is a
Yeah, that's crazy.
strange shot for him to try to hit.
Boing.
We're close to going
That's tough. Okay, double line block.
Andre could use a real nice side out here, and another low line swing.
Again.
And Johnny Hellvig gobbling it up.
Watch this.
Yeah, this is what I mean by his timing, though. Like, every single time he blocks, he so perfectly is, like, at his highest point when they go to attack. And it makes it so, like, even these highline shots where they should be getting it over the block, like,
17-19.
it just makes it tough.
See if Brazil can put a little pressure on Sweden.
Down the middle.
Outside. Deep seam swing, and he right through.
See, he did the same thing. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the ability to put that much pace on the ball as a right-handed player, having to swing across your... Like, this is not a natural way to swing. If you watch any pitchers in baseball, for example, most of them come outside their body a little bit because you're just able to create so much more power, and you turn your arm into more of a whip. This whole mechanic of, like, the cross-body swing, so
Outside.
tough.
Deep seam swing, and he right through the hands of Andre.
George getting caught.
Perfect pass. Jonathan Hellvig to finish up the set.
Okay, so they do set normally sometimes.
Snapping one
Good to
in
know.
front of George Wanderlei.
That is Sweden right now. There's a reason they've made 10 straight finals, and in that run, they have won 7 gold medals, looking for an 8th in their last 10 tournaments.
Wow.
They're just season.
And right on cue. Back.
So yeah, that was game one. Looks like it's match play heading into game two.
Up serve. A little bit of trouble here for Sweden. Nice set.
Off balance
The run
hand
is
set.
George. Nice pickup. This one from off the net where he likes it.
Such a-
Chance here
what a
for
pass.
Sweden. Oh, and
Oh, he
George
had
there,
that.
Not able.
Oh, he so had that. This is so funny in the middle of the play. Guys just keep
Chance
moving
here
his hat
for
over.
Sweden. Oh, and
He had
George
that, though.
there, but not able.
So close.
Float serve to Andre. Nice high
Super
set.
high set. Wow. What a
Andre
swing.
Takes a rip, and that one you could barely see.
Should have
that
just been
ball
swinging
go
angle the whole
there.
time. Holy
Just
moly.
about everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jump serve from George. And the option from David Åhman. So much power in that swing.
Wait,
Chin
did they get that
from
point?
David Åhman.
I thought it got blocked.
Jump serve from George.
Am I crazy?
And the
Did it come down?
option from David Åhman. So much power in that swing.
Wow, it
And
must
the
have been on their
option from
side.
George. We don't see that too often, but he's a little inside out jump serve from Andre. Cross court, George.
There it
no
is. He gets
mistake
the
on
up.
this one. George down the seam for the kill in transition.
Nice.
In this Swedish pair's career, and it is
Tie
something
game.
that they have added to their already extensively deep bag. And there's a shot.
Yeah, we've talked about the shot several times in the past. Like, this is a good one to mix in, especially if you notice the defense gets set too much on their feet, or too much on their heels, I should say. Just popping it over the block. This is really tough because, like, there is a certain zone, as we've talked about, where the blocker is supposed to cover. Defender is supposed to get, like, everything else, and it kind of leaves this weird dead space in between where if the ball goes there, you're kind of looking at each other like, you gonna get that? So he's just taking advantage of that here. Again, just good to mix in if you've been like swinging the whole time.
And there's a soft shot for George.
I love how
Good to give different looks for sure.
Pushed pass option. George there again.
Oh,
in the right
he
spot.
again once again is there. He's really close. Float serve.
George from the right, sitting in the pocket is David Åhman, but that
Yeah,
one
not
just
quite.
out of bounds, going through the antenna. If that would have tried. Oh, and George there.
Pushing through the block here. Wow, well done.
George there cleans it up.
Jumpy.
The set's a little bit inside.
Ooh.
So smart to
Yeah, this is a strange block too. Not gonna lie, it was a little weird. What happened here? So the call is obviously the defender is gonna go over to his line. He's gonna block angle.
the set's a little bit
Looks like the block is actually late here.
inside
Pretty late.
and so smart to
Yeah, so
grab
that's
it
just
back
kind of
to
an
the
open
line.
court, unfortunately.
Another good serve, this time handled well.
Oh
Jump
my!
set. Nice touch.
They
from
actually
Andre
get it
to
in,
just
though.
Get a hand on it. It's gonna be
Hold
a free
on.
ball though.
Handset off
Jump
that.
set to set. On George is
Wow,
there.
they get the
excuse me, Andre
block
is
still.
there. Oh, and it comes back over after the missed contact from
Wow, there is so much here. I mean, it's such a
Smart
funny way they end up
grab
getting
it
the
back to
point
line.
compared to the rally, but let me rewatch this.
Another good serve this time. handled
Huge
well.
pass. The ability to like sell the swing here just never ceases to amaze me.
Another good
'Cause
serve this time handled.
It really looks like he's gonna swing up until that last second when he puts his other elbow up and it's clear he's gonna handset.
Well, the jump set. Nice touch from Andre to just get.
And they
a
get it
hand
up.
on
They get it
It's
over
gonna
with
be
a free ball.
though.
He handsets it, and then
Jumps.
so smart by the block to recognize that he's not going to swing. I think most people would jump,
That to set.
and so
On
he
George is
gets
there,
the
excuse me,
touch
Andre is
there,
there. Oh,
and then he
it
just
comes
gets
back
pokeyed over
after
him.
the
Kind of
missed contact
mispositioning
Andre.
from the
What a
defense
rally.
there. Afterwards, they're both up on the
Summer
net.
Olympics 2 weeks away. Currently
Might as well
playing
go
the
for the
biggest
double
event
block.
on the annual calendar.
Back to action after the technical timeout. A little bit
Okay,
of
it's a
line
high
left
line.
open for Andre, and
Nice
he
and
finds
easy.
it. This is a better set. It's a little bit tight. Unreal.
Is that in?
Is it out of bounds? It
Oh, it's
is.
out.
Andre.
So close.
This is a better set. It's a little bit tight.
I love his
Nerf pressure's
footwork here on
continuing to stay
defense.
on
Look at
Andre.
this. A little bit to the left, goes back to the right,
This is a better
fakes back to the
set. It's
left.
a little bit tight.
This is impressive and probably what you need to do at the highest level because people are constantly watching where you are and trying to put the ball somewhere else. So being able to fake back and forth like that is a small detail that I think a lot of people would miss, especially maybe people who don't play as much competitively.
Oh, is it out of bounds? It is.
That's
David Åhman,
that's
almost
impressive.
the dig of the match right there, but it goes last here. Creates a free ball opportunity for Brazil.
oh,
and
almost
George
there.
does-
So close. Here, looks like something interesting
That's a
happens
little
here. I'm
bit
skipping
tight.
ahead.
Nice rundown from David Åhman. Andre's all over it. George
Okay,
sliding up.
no, we gotta
Long.
rewatch this.
Not able to chase that one down as sweet.
How is he so fast? This is what I don't understand. Like, How are you this fast and also have complete trust in your setter? Again, I don't even want to know how many reps they do in practice.
Perfect pass. What can Andre do here? That's a little bit
Okay,
tight.
so off the block, he has to go.
Nice rundown from David Åhman.
Oh, did it not touch the block? Am I crazy? It looks like it does.
Perfect pass. What can Andre do here? That's a little bit tight.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Nice
Goes over him.
rundown
Okay,
from David
back
Åhman.
set. This dude, I can't even keep up with him. This guy's so fast. This is ridiculous.
Perfect pass.
I bet you he just does sprints in the sand like 5 times a
What
week.
can Andre do here? That's a little
Okay,
bit
so he's
tight.
here to cover. This is crazy to me. Any other players, you know what they're doing here? Frick all that. You can just set me right here. Up and down, baby. Right here. This is where I want the ball. They must have some call for this, because instead he's like, you know what? Nah, blocker's there. I don't want to swing with a blocker. That's lame. Let me go over here.
nice rundown from David Åhman. Andre's all over it.
How are you supposed to keep up with that? That's just annoying.
It's a little bit tight. Nice rundown from David Åhman. Andre's all over it.
And the fact that he still hits it with so much pace after all that running and all that nonsense.
George sliding in the pocket, but it's too good from Sweden. 18-17.
It is too
in the
good from
business
Sweden.
end
It's
here
unreal.
of This second set.
Back set.
Andre Loyola
It's a
with
good
cheeky
play.
line swing there.
It's a close
Nicely
game,
done.
I should say, by the way.
Since
Like,
that technical
I'm talking a lot about the
timeout,
Swedes here,
Åhman gets
but
two straight errors. You cannot expect
by
any
no means are they
swing in transition.
crushing their competition here.
George, a little
close game.
hybrid. Don't see that too often from George. And
Did he touch?
that is a brilliant decision.
He did.
Andre
High
in
and in the
of
middle.
court.
Defense is
Patience
there.
From David Åhman. And the
Jump.
poke shot for Jonathan Hellvig drops. Andre out of the middle of the court. Good
I have seen Hellvig do this so many times, I feel
from
like.
David Åhman, and
The
poke
deep
shot
poke in the middle of a rally.
Patience
Just for the
David
easy
Åhman, and the
point. Is this
poke
that must touch the line? I don't know, like, again, must just be reps, but
shot
being able to trust a deep poke like that and do it so often, or as often as he does.
Sweden take down Brazil.
Wow.
To walk away
What a match.
with the gold medal and the
What a
golden
match. The
cowbell.
athleticism of these two is just
Brilliant dig and a
nuts.
lefty poke shot.
This is what I find interesting about volleyball. I'll go full screen here. When you compare it to some of the other sports, I think like you see people who are so athletic, but because of the way volleyball is traditionally played with, you know, the up and down set, nice and high, you don't see people get to like fully use their athleticism because they're kind of like complying to the way that volleyball is played, if that makes sense. But what we have here is people saying, you know what, no, we're going to get nifty. We're going to make up our own system for how we want to play. And now they've kind of become known for it. And like, it's such a destructive force because it's so challenging to read. Blocking is such a huge part of any volleyball, really. But like, especially at this level where people can delete the ball on like the 10-foot line, if not shorter. Got to come up with something new. And yeah, this is amazing. Clearly takes an incredible amount of training. I mean, you'd have to be very intentional in doing all this. This doesn't just happen by accident. You just don't just out of nowhere make these kind of plays. You have to like actually work on them. So incredible match. For everybody who recommended me to watch Sweden, thank you. This was epic.